Hey, why are y'all so ate up with the dumbasseries, MAGA, you fake ass patriots? Come on now, y'all got to stop doing all this stuff all the time, all right? You complain because we make fun of you constantly. We can't stop making fun of you. How are we supposed to stop making fun of you? Look at you, ate up with the dumbasseries constantly. I mean, look, you don't have to go along with everything that Krasnov does. I mean, you can think for your... What I'm trying to say is you've got your own brain. Look, the thing is you know for a fact that some of these decisions, all of the decisions that he makes are the wrong decision, okay? You know that deep down inside you. You can feel it, you know? You can feel it. Just like whenever you call him daddy and it makes you all tingly inside, is the same way that you know that he makes bad decisions constantly. You get the opposite of tingles, and you know that's a bad sensation. So go with that. Start thinking for yourselves, y'all. Look, I'm reaching. I know, but listen. The thing is all these cabinet picks that he's got, like that Pete Hegseth feller, a Saturday morning Fox News host, you know that's wrong. You know it is. Any other president who had done anything that Krasnov, Donald F. and Trump has been doing, you would have lost your mind over. Throw a conniption fit. Look what y'all did because Obama wore a tan suit one time, you know? So, you know you'd have lost your mind, and any other president picked cabinet members the way he has. And now look at what he's doing. Picking a woman that ain't even a doctor as Surgeon General. I mean, she dropped out of doctor school. You can't just take dropouts just because she was in doctor school and say, well, she's qualified. She ain't, y'all. She's not. She was a YouTuber. I mean, so am I, y'all. That means I could be Surgeons General, y'all. I could too. I mean, I don't have the fantastical stories that she has, like finding true love. She found true love by talking to trees and eating mushrooms. That's how she found her true love. And that's a pretty good story. Now, we met in the mall. So, I mean, if that's what it takes, though, to be Surgeon General, she does got me beat there on her fantastical love story. But the thing is she ain't a doctor, is what I'm telling you. She's not a real doctor. She's just a social media influencer, is what she is. And I could be better at being a doctor. I could be. I mean, I can do diagnosis stuff too. I mean, look at another example. A cabinet pick there, RFK Jr. You remember that brain worm that he had that ate his brain? I could diagnose him. You know where that worm probably came from? Eating dead animal carcasses from city parks. I bet you right there, it could have been where that brain worm came from. Dead animals from city parks would probably give you a brain worm. Or strapping rotten whale carcasses to the roof of your family minivan and dripping whale gut juices all over you and your family, give you a brain worm. I bet you could get a brain worm from that too. See, so I could do diagnoses. So therefore, I'm on the YouTubes. I just diagnosed RFK Jr.'s brain worm, which means I could be Surgeon General. See how easy it is? I'm a better pick than she is. So what I'm telling you is you need to stop going along with every stupid thing that he does because it makes you look stupid. And you need to stop doing that. And then maybe we'll stop making fun of you all the time. Okay? Because all of this is going to go away. It really is. I know that you think he's going to be the dictators forever and all. He's not. And I hate to break the news to you that way. He's not going to be your orange Jesus forever. Matter of fact, he's almost 80 years old, and he looks like he's dead already. You know, without that orange crap on his face, that stuff that he uses to cover up the surgery that he had on his nose because he blew out his septum from all the Adderall and stuff that he snorts up and has for decades. But anyway, without that, he looks dead, y'all. He's gray. He's gray is what he is. Kind of like a big bloated Skeletor. You know what I mean? But anyway, he ain't going to be around forever is my point. And I know he's trying to make himself dictator hard as he can go. But hey, these dictatorships take a long time to form. usually decades in the making is how long it takes to do that. And unless you just go in there at a zillion mile an hour, full bore, and get all of that stuff done immediately. But then you're going to need the support of the military to pull off that kind of action to make yourself a dictator. He don't have that. Now, he's trying to make that happen, with Pete Hegseth, right? His Fox News host is trying to go in there and fire some of the 4-star generals and stuff. That way he's only got loyal people to Krasnov, It ain't going to work, y'all. It ain't going to work. The military ain't set up that way. They swear an oath to the Constitution, and most of them, 99.9%, are going to uphold that oath, no matter what Krasnov does. And 93% of his dictator agenda that he's been trying to pull off here with his Project 2025 that y'all say don't exist, that you now know does, has failed. 93%. So he's not going to be a dictator, y'all. It ain't going to happen. So all of this is going to go away eventually. It is. And you're going to have to live with the consequences of the choices you made there by supporting every stupid thing he does. And you're going to have to live with that forever because people aren't going to forget. And the thing is, see, these Republicans out there are already a little bit scared. Well, let me rephrase that. They're a lot nervous about the midterms. Now, I myself was a little concerned that we might not be having midterms because Krasnov's trying to make himself a dictator, We've got all these Republican legislatures and stuff out there in them red states. The thing is they don't want to do prison sentences with Krasnov and the people that's trying to help him pull this coup off. So they are going to have themselves some midterms, and they're real concerned about that right now. Even that Speaker of the House of Gilead, Commander Mike Johnson, he's awfully concerned about it too. Hey, and one day, because he's going to hightail it, you know what I mean, away from the Trump wannabe dictatorship regime, he's going to hightail it too because he don't want to go to prison either, and then you'll refer to him as a rhino. Anybody who don't stay right up Krasnov's butt crack, you're going to call a rhino. Anyway, he's real concerned right now, among other Republican leaders, about those midterms. Already concerned about it, and they ain't happening until next November. And that's because they know that their policies that they're trying to force down America's throat aren't popular with Americans. You see what I'm saying? Even among you fake-ass patriots, you don't like them either, but you can't speak out against it because you're in an effing cult. So that's the reason why they're telling the Republican congressmen and senators, don't go back home to your districts and hold town halls with your constituents because they're going to ask you questions that you don't want to have to answer. So they're trying to avoid all that. Meanwhile, guess what? Democrats are going to Republican districts and holding town halls and talking to Republican constituents. And those Republican constituents are liking what they're hearing coming from those Democrats. So Republicans are real concerned about the midterms coming up. By the way, special elections that were held in Texas just the other day, that was a 11-0 slaughter by progressive Democrats, won every single one of them in Texas. Again, they're real concerned about the midterms, see, because what's going to happen is as those get closer and closer, and these Republicans keep trying to enact policies that will take away people's rights, take away people's wealth, take away people's access to health care, as that keeps unfolding, the less popular they're going to get. And when those midterms happen, usually what happens, see, in a midterm there, for you fake-ass patriots that don't understand how politics works to begin with, is if you got a Republican president, the Democrats usually win the midterm elections. If you got a Democrat president, the Republicans usually win the midterm elections. Well, that's normal. This ain't normal, what's going on right now. This is a bunch of Republicans trying to enact a agenda that is very unpopular among the American people, and we have a president who is trying to make himself a dictator, which is very unpopular among the American people. So we're looking at a midterm that's going to be an absolute slaughter of the Republican Party, and Krasnov will find himself impeached for a third time. And hey, this Senate race, there's 20-something Republicans up for re-election, and they're not very popular either. So if the Democrats manage to get them a majority in the Senate, And once they Republicans that are in there realize that, hey, Trump ain't a very popular person to be hitching your horse to, they might just vote to remove his dumb ass too. So what I'm telling you there, you fake ass patriots, is this little victory tour that you think you're on, supporting every damn thing that idiot does, is going to be short-lived. He's not going to be a dictator. Republicans are going to be swept out of Congress. And you're going to have to live with the consequences of all of that. And by the way, hey, Marjorie's Taters Green, she's going to run for a Senate seat there in the U.S. Senate because she thinks she's that popular. Now, she might be in her little district in Georgia there, which, I mean, it is the poorest district in all of Georgia, and apparently the dumbest because they keep reelecting her Flintstone ass back in there, you know. But she does look like a Flintstone, y'all. A Flintstone that smells like feet, you know. But anyway, she's not winning a statewide Senate race, and those Republicans know that too. They hate that she's running for that seat. They wanted Brian Kemp to run for that seat. Well, he just recently announced he ain't doing it. So they're stuck with Marjorie's Taters Green. So they won't be gaining that Senate seat now, will they? So it ain't looking real good for you dumbass Republican fake-ass patriots at all. So I just suggest that you stop going along with everything that Krasnov does. Start making yourselves look like you do have a little bit of sense, okay? And then maybe we'll stop making fun of you idiots. Inmate Trump.